offers a unique glimpse into its culture. You can clearly see the identity of its religion, society, and traditions in it. Today there has been a lot of progress in art and architecture, but when we look at the Ajanta and Ellora caves, they seem nothing short of a miracle. They're a great example of ancient Bharatiya art and architecture. These caves are two of the most famous and special historic sites of Bharat. By visiting them, you can get a close understanding of Bharat's art, religion, and history. Where are they located? Which religions do they represent? How old are they? And what stories are hidden here? It's important to know so we can understand and take pride in our country's divine art and heritage. The Ajanta and Ellora caves are part of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. Their paintings and artwork have had a huge impact on Bharatiya art. People often see them together, but they're different. Both are rock-cut temples and monasteries. However, Ajanta caves are purely based on Buddhism, while Ellora shows glimpses of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. These two caves are about 100 kilometers apart. Around 100 kilometers from Aurangabad district in Maharashtra, along the Waghora River in the Sahyadri Mountains, you'll find the Ajanta caves. These caves, shaped like a horseshoe and nestled amidst dense forests, are an amazing example of Buddhist art. Carved out with simple tools, these rock formations still leave people amazed today. They got their name from the nearby village, Ajanta. Back in the day, the caves stayed hidden for years because locals and wild animals were afraid of the forests. But in 1819, a British officer named John Smith, while out hunting, rediscovered them. He was amazed by the beauty of the Buddhist art in the caves. These caves were built over about 700 years, from the 2nd century BCE to the 6th century CE. During the time of the Satavahanas in the Vakataka dynasty, you can see a mix of art styles from Mathura, Gandhara, Sarnath, and Amaravati in these caves. There are a total of 30 caves in Ajanta. Among them, 1 cave is incomplete, 25 are viharas, which means living quarters for monks, and 5 are chaityas, or prayer halls. The construction happened in 2 phases. First, the Hinayana phase, then the Mahayana phase in Bharat. The Hinayana caves were simple and meant for spiritual worship, while the Mahayana caves were more spacious and decorated with paintings and sculptures. In the Hinayana tradition, Buddha is shown as a human, while in the Mahayana tradition, Buddha is depicted as a god. These caves have separate rooms for sleeping and meditation, making them a complete Buddhist monastery complex. The Ajanta caves are famous not just for their architecture, but also for their paintings. They feature Buddha sculptures carved out of the rock and paintings on the walls. These paintings were made using special fresco and tempera techniques on wet plaster. The color red is prominent in them. It looks more prominent even though there's no blue. To make them strong, they used a coating of rice water, mud, glue, and leaves. The description of Jataka tales is prominent in these paintings, which are the stories of Buddha's previous births. Along with the decoration of animals, birds, trees, and leaves, the paintings also depict events from Buddha's life, such as Maravijaya, Padmapani Avalokiteshvara, Mahabhinishkramana, and Buddha's Parinirvana. These paintings also have a touching depiction of characters like Yashodhara and Rahul. In Cave 26, there's a large statue of Buddha lying down, representing his final liberation. Cave 17 is packed with Jataka stories, like the Mahakapi Jataka, Chadanta Jataka, Champaka Jataka, and Vesantara Jataka. These stories carry messages of compassion, sacrifice, and humanity. The Ellora caves are about 100 kilometers from Ajanta. There are around 100 caves here, out of which 34 are open to tourists. 17 Hindu, 12 Buddhist, and 5 Jain. These caves are a great example of religious unity and respect. Their constructions span from the 6th to the 13th century, during the times of the Rashtrakuta, Kalchuri, and Chalukya dynasty. The Buddhist caves at Ellora are numbered from 1 to 12. These caves depict the life and teachings of Buddha. The Hindu caves are numbered 13 to 29, featuring statues of gods like Shiva, Vishnu, and Durga. Caves 14, 16, and 17 are special. Cave 14 is called Ravana's Pit, where Ravana tries to lift Mount Kailash and then seeks forgiveness from Lord Shiva. Cave 15 is known as the Dashavatara Cave, showcasing Vishnu's 10 avatars and other statues. Cave 29 is called Dumarlina, which locals know as Sita's bathing place. Cave number 16 is the most popular, and we will look at it in detail at the end. The John caves are numbered from 30 to 34. These caves feature statues of John Turthagrus and scenes related to their religion. Cave 32 is called the Indrasapa. It has huge statues, intricately carved pillars, and beautiful ceiling designs. Now let's talk about the most special and unique cave at Ellora. Cave number 16, also known as the Kailasa Temple. This temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva, and it's known worldwide. It's the biggest monolithic structure in the world, the largest temple carved out of a single stone. The stone is believed to weigh around 400,000 tons. Based on a story from Hindu mythology, the temple's walls are covered with carved statues and scenes that attract people from all over the world. About 300 feet long, 175 feet wide, and 100 feet high, this Kailasa temple is considered the home of Lord Shiva. Historians believe it took over 100 years to build, with around 7,000 workers and stone artists working day and night. It was shaped through hard work. While building this temple, the stones weren't cut from the bottom or carved from the front. Instead, they were carved from the top down. According to archaeologists, this temple was built between 800 and 1000 AD, and the construction was started by King Krishna first. Originally, the temple was called Krishneshwar, but later it became known as the Kailasa Temple. The temple has a beautiful grand entrance, or gateway. There's also a hall, or mandap, inside the temple. Both inside and outside, you can see amazing examples of stone art. The temple walls are carved with mythological scenes. In the main hall of the temple, there is a Shiva lingam installed. Aurangzeb tried hard to destroy this temple, but he couldn't cause much damage. This temple is an amazing example of art and architecture, proving how advanced and progressive Bharat's history and civilization were. To truly appreciate the historic legacy of Ajanta and Ellora, you should definitely visit here at least once. After the Rashtrakutas left in the 10th century, these caves were abandoned and then rediscovered in the 19th century. The archaeological department took care of them and opened them up to the public. The Ajanta and Ellora caves aren't just stone carvings, or not just stone monuments. They stand as timeless proof of Bharat's cultural and spiritual glory. They remind us that the history of Bharat lives not only in books, but also upon these eternal walls.